Hello and welcome to Baseplate Reviews. Today we're going to be doing a build and review of this BrickLink set, so the Mushroom House set 910037, 964 pieces. It's got the fan designer's name on there, Jonas or Jonas Kram, and because it's BrickLink, that means it's part of the BrickLink Designer Program just up there, and of course it is real Lego. So ordered this back in June, didn't arrive till 31st of October, and that's just because when we ordered it in June that was part of the crowdfunding. There's actually another one of these sets by the same designer coming to the season or the series that's coming out in June next year, and that's a whole mushroom village, so I think this will be pretty good to go along with that. I'm sure that will sell out as well. On the back of the box we can see a lot kind of cleaner and simpler than regular Lego boxes, but it does show the back of the set there pretty well. The interesting thing with this is that it won't come with instructions when we open it up. There'll be no instructions inside and I will need to download those. But anyway, let's get to opening it and not seeing those instructions. So I think this is going to be an interesting one to get open. It is weird not to be having any instructions in there, but I suppose that's the way it goes. In terms of what the packaging looks like, it actually reminds me of some of the IKEA stuff, which is, you know, in conjunction with Lego. So either some of the bricks that you can get from IKEA or the kind of Lego boxes. So it looks like they're packaging this up as 7 bags. There are more than 7 bags, but some of them have dual numbers on there, so instead of it being bags within bags, they're all separate and no instructions, but instead we did get this nice little card which kind of introduces the house to you. Got the fan designer on there, and on the back we've got the QR codes which allow us to download these instructions as a PDF. So if I wanted to print them off I could. I'm not going to, I'll probably just do it from my phone, but I'm going to download them and see what they look like at least to start with. So here's a bit of a closer look at that card you get instead of instructions. So starting at the top there, get a picture of the designer, the fan designer, plus a little introduction to the set, picture of the set, and then down below it just shows that it's BrickLink Designer Program Series 2, and it's actually on the other side of the card. There are 2 QR codes, and what these do, one of them sends you to BrickLink and you can download some PDFs or a PDF and print the instructions if you want. The other one is for the Lego Builder app. Doesn't actually take you through to the exact set or anything, just opens the app for you or helps you download it if you haven't got it downloaded already. And then you can see I've got it up on my phone. I already have the app anyway. But what I had to do is type in the set name or the set number, and then it's brought it up there. So I'll use my phone for the building process and we should get to building this straight away. Just a quick 20-second speed build here for the snail, and whilst I enjoyed the actual build experience, I didn't enjoy having to use the app. Let's not ever let Lego take those paper instructions out. I think as it stands they're still pretty crucial. So there's bag 1, and that's the snail, so still got the actual house to build, and definitely a bit of a different build process. Obviously I was using that app, but also you could tell that it definitely was some different techniques, definitely felt just a bit different. A few bits which felt a little bit flimsy whilst I was building, but now once they're actually in place, like these kind of cherries just there, feel secure enough. Probably not a play set, it's a display set really. I do like how the clear bits have been used at the bottom of the snail to show the kind of snail trail, the slime. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, because I was using the app and then also filming it for the kind of stop motion for the speed build, definitely was a little awkward. So I think for the actual mushroom house I'm going to do that without filming it, just so that I can fully concentrate. Once the set's built, this is what you're left with. Obviously the mushroom house, and then you've got your 3 minifigs, 2 kind of male ones there, working away, and then your third female one on top of the snail just there, delivering some fruit that they've managed to forage. I think it's a really nice set, and all the detailing in terms of the flowers and stuff like that all around are just excellent. In terms of the back, that is open, as we already knew, but still looks good even from there, and we can see it does have a properly detailed interior on both the ground level and that second level with the bed and a couple of bits up there. But what I'll do is I'll take you through each of the elements separately and we can take a real look at them. Starting off with the mushroom house itself then, which is the main part of the build, and this overall looks really nice. There's some cool building techniques on display here, so either side of the front door there's some studs not on top building, and I think it looks effective. You've also got lots of botanicals elements used just to give some variation to all of the kind of design and flourishes around the outside of the house. I think this is really, really successful. As excellent as the exteriors are, I actually think that considering there's only a small amount of space for the interiors, that the designer has done an amazing job here. So on the ground floor, what we've got is a little armchair, a rug seemingly made of some kind of plant, some kind of leaf just there, and then we've got a little fireplace with logs just to the side there, and a little bookcase as well, even a little mug, a chalice up on top of the bookcase. And with this chair, again made with plant elements, he's got a little side table and his own little house plant just to the side there. In terms of for the top level, the bedroom, we can see a bit better in there if we take the roof off. That comes off pretty easily, and we can see that we've got little curtains made of plant elements there, a bed with a little quilt made of leaves, and it's got some mail there, some post, maybe it's some fan mail, and he's even got a little easel looking out through his view through the window to do some pictures. On the other side, we've actually got a reference to an old Creator 3-in-1 set, I believe, which was one where you could make a kind of A-frame cabin and it had a vehicle alongside it. I'm fairly sure that's the reference. And we've got a little treasure chest in there. We've got some kind of rock element, coloured rock element, a bowl, and there's even a nano fig in there as well. We've got chests of drawers to the side of the bed. Not the easiest to access, but I think nice touch all the same. The other major element of this set is of course the snail, which these tiny little people appear to have domesticated because they're using it as a method of transportation. It's actually emblematic of the whole set in terms of creativity here. Just the idea itself is great. The execution is really good. There's some great piece usage as well. And I think that you can tell, they've used the right colours, the right tones of colour, and it's just overall exceptionally effective. The minifigs for the set probably are the weakest element of it. And with the female one here, she's definitely nothing special, a little bit drab, but at the same time, she's sat on that snail, so you don't want to take anything away from there. And she does have an alternate face print. I do like our second minifig here. He's got a decent torso and nice hairpiece, but in terms of what really stands out, it's probably his accompanying wheelbarrow, which once you take the actual berries and stuff out, looks like it's been made from, I think, probably a walnut shell. Yeah, just absolutely excellent. Goes great with this set. Finally, we've got what I believe is the occupant of the mushroom house, and it's a pretty decent minifig. It is unfortunately a copied torso of our second minifig,
So it would have been nice to have something different. And both of his faces are open-mouthed ones, so again, would have been nice to have a little bit more choice. Some decent accessories though. He's got the backpack there, although when it is full of something, you really do need this kind of daisy walking stick that he's using in order to balance him, unless you've got him on some studs.
Overall thoughts then? Well, to start with, this is the first BrickLink set that I've built, and it surpassed my expectations by quite a lot. I think with Lego ideas, an awful lot of those kind of designs that get made are based on IP, intellectual property, whereas this is a wholly original kind of idea, and I think it's just excellent, not based on kind of any real world stuff, and I just don't know that we've had anything quite as, like I say, original as this in any Lego form recently. Obviously Lego rely on their themes, and some of those themes are really great, but it's nice to get something like this which is kind of standalone, even though in June next year we should be getting the Mushroom Village set from the same designer being crowdfunded, and I'm actually going to really look forward to that. I think that this will go really great with it. It's just a really nice, whimsical, well designed set, great colour choices, the doors. It's the nice little touches like the acorn there for the door handle. We've even got what looks like a giant carrot just down at the side here. Of course it's not a giant carrot. It's all because these are teeny tiny people and this is all to scale. You've got the sunflower just there. It really does give that sense of just how tiny these little folk are. Yeah, it's a fantastic set. Didn't really enjoy having to build using the app. It would have been nice to have paper instructions. I suppose I could have printed out the PDFs, but probably would have been a lot of pages and gone through a lot of printer ink. The snail was far better than I expected. I think that, I was thinking the house is the main draw here, but that's just great, and really loved how they used those kind of clear elements to show the slime and the snail trail. Yeah, it's just a great set. For $90 US, I think we can see the piece count just over to the side there. 964 pieces. Some of those pieces are pretty big, some of them are pretty unique. I think it's pretty good from a value point of view. Obviously this will be worth quite a bit more in the secondary market, so if you do want these BrickLink sets, the time to get them is during that crowdfunding period. But yeah, overall I couldn't recommend this enough. It's absolutely excellent, even though I don't know where I'm going to display it. It definitely doesn't go in my city, but hopefully you've enjoyed this independent review, me spending my own money to get the set rather than getting it free from Lego, free from BrickLink. If you have, then please leave a like and consider subscribing. And what I should be building next will be Brick Cross. That's the station from the BrickLink Series 2 sets. But with that, I'll leave you, and as ever, be good.